All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to another video. This is actually take two. My little brother called me right as I was starting take one, and I did wish him a happy birthday. And yeah, as you can see, the cat jumped down from his tower. Yes, meow. Today, actually, we're talking about something, and I need to fill in some states to get back to what my original point was. There we go. So, what we've got here is a map, and this is as it currently stands. States in red are states that voted more Republican than the nation as a whole in 2020. States in blue are states that voted more Democratic in this past election at the presidential level. Now, the reason why this matters is because a while back, if I remember correctly, in 2017, I did a video on why Democrats shouldn't be optimistic for the immediate future. And by that, I mean the next 2 or 3 presidential cycles. Because they effectively are going to have to win by about 5 or 6% nationally in order to actually win presidential elections. And of course, they've also got a problem in the Senate, as the average state in the Senate is more rural than the nation as a whole. And that is not very good for the Democrats, especially considering that they didn't pick up any state legislatures, so the House is going to be very gerrymandered towards the Republicans. As well as the fact that quite a few Republican-leaning states are picking up seats in the House of Representatives. So the Republicans are probably going to net a few districts to redistricting, but they're also probably going to get a few extra districts just because 2022 is going to be a wave year, and they may net 1 or 2 Senate seats as well. There you go. Sorry, he was kind of putting his nose in some things that he shouldn't have been. And at the presidential level, 2024 is actually going to be a much harder fight for the Democrats than I think they're expecting, because the Rust Belt is kind of only trending further to the Republican side, and they only just flipped back those states with record level turnout, and most of it was just flipping. I mean, Wisconsin was 20,000 votes. Georgia is going to be 12,000, and they only just flipped that. Michigan was still relatively close. Pennsylvania was still relatively close. Nevada was 30,000 votes or thereabouts. Arizona's relatively close. And this is in a year where you had not just record turnout, you had insane levels turnout. Probably 157 million votes are going to be cast. And about 152 to 154 million votes cast for one of the 2 major parties. Yeah, we're talking. Oh, hey, you're not allowed in that part of my desk. So, yeah, it's absolutely going to be crucial that the Democrats really do either improve in these flyover states by moderating on some social issues, basically not going for social progressivism. And I don't think there's inherently anything wrong with the Biden idea of what the Democrats should be, which is maybe the Obama era, effectively. Though you could also make the argument that the Democrats might go towards the more Pete Buttigieg area and wing of the party. Meow. But the Republican Party is also at a bit of a crossroads. They can continue to pursue Trumpism without Trump, and I'm very skeptical that that's a plan that will work. Or they can try and go back to more of the Bush era style of Republican, or they can go an entirely different wing of the party. But a lot of the trends, I'm not going to say are baked in there. But yeah, and let's just highlight something. If we flip everything to the way it is likely going to wind up being when all the states certify, in the 2024 map, Republicans would gain 4 electoral votes. And some would say, well, this is a reason why the Electoral College needs to be abolished, but it's not a discussion for today. And again, if you flip Georgia, and then I guess flip Pennsylvania, that would be enough. Flipping Wisconsin wouldn't be enough, but it would get the Republicans dang close to the point where they would only need to flip back Arizona. I'm skeptical that'll happen. But give them 2 swing states, that's enough. Michigan, that would do it. Minnesota would do it. And you start realizing just how tenuous a Democratic advantage would be in the next decade, because all the Republican would have to do is not lose by more than 2 or 3%, and they've got a pretty good argument to make that they would win the Electoral College there, especially considering how many states actually did vote more Republican than the nation as a whole. And the contrast is going to get a little bit more stark as there's still votes out in New York, Illinois, California. Though Illinois, I think, is almost done counting, and same with California. And I think Washington still has a few, Oregon still has a few. There are a few other states. But states are starting to certify their results about now. Anyway, I'm going to end it here and basically say Democrats probably are okay for the next decade, but they really need to be careful with what they're doing. Said the Republican Party should also be extremely careful and nominate quality candidates who are broadly popular and appeal to a broader electorate. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you all next time. Take it easy. Likes, comments, subscriptions, they always do help. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.